In a stunning turn of events, China's CO2 emissions have continued to fall in the first half of 2025, thanks to the explosive growth of solar power. This downward trend, which began in March 2024, is being driven by clean energy sources like solar and wind, which are now matching the rise in electricity demand. But here's when it gets controversial. Despite this progress, China is still on track to miss multiple important climate targets this year. These include reducing carbon intensity, controlling coal consumption growth, and increasing the share of cleaner electric arc steelmaking. So, what does this mean for China's future? If policymakers want to make up for these shortfalls, they'll need to set more ambitious targets in their next 5-year plan and international climate pledge. The falling emissions trend could give them the confidence to do so. However, there's another potential roadblock: the coal-to-chemicals industry. This sector, which turns coal into synthetic fuels and chemicals, is growing rapidly and could add another 2% to China's CO2 emissions by 2029. This would make the 2030 deadline for peaking emissions even harder to meet. Despite these challenges, the record growth of solar power in China is a promising sign. In the first half of 2025, solar capacity additions set new records with 212 gigawatts added. This rush means solar is likely to become China's single largest source of clean power generation. But here's the catch. Coal power capacity could also surge by 80 to 100 gigawatts this year, potentially setting a new annual record. This influx of coal-fired capacity could weaken demand for contracts with solar and wind producers, undermining clean energy growth. So what's the bottom line? China's emissions are falling, but there are still significant challenges ahead. Policymakers will need to set ambitious targets and address the growth of the coal-to-chemicals industry to meet their climate goals. The rapid growth of solar power is a promising sign, but it remains to be seen if it can overcome the obstacles in its path.